Your boy Carlos on the rise. The throne's his now. Sit back, learn from the prince. Real talk. From the bottom, rising up, no handouts. He did it solo, urban dance, he took his shot. Now they follow where he go. Hard work, sweat, tears. He sealed his own fate, climbed the ranks, now he's sitting high. Ain't no debate. This is his platform, his rules, his game. Sharing all he got, no gatekeeping, no shame. Come up in the game, get smarter, stay true. This throne's for anyone who dare to break through. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. Lessons in my voice for the new kings and queens. Rise from the struggle, turn the pain into dreams. No secrets, he teach, no reason to hide. All his nuggets, yeah, he give them with pride. This is the blueprint, flip it, make it your own. Build your empire, stand firm, be known. From the street to the stage, we all can ascend. This community's ours, we rise again and again. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. No gatekeeper, just a real one leading the way. Sharing the crown, passing the crown someday. Knowledge is power, yeah, freedom we claim. In the urban scene, we redefining the game. So when you hear his name, know he did it solo. Carlos the line dance prince, now he in control. Sitting on the throne with my people, I vibe. This empire's ours, yeah, we all gonna thrive. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. No gatekeeper, just a real one leading the way. Sharing the crown, passing the crown someday. Knowledge is power, yeah, freedom we claim. In the urban scene, we redefining the game. So when you hear his name, know he did it solo. Carlos the line dance prince, now he in control. Sitting. Yeah, your boy Carlos on the rise. The throne's his now. Sit back, learn from the prince. Real talk. From the bottom, rising up, no handouts. He did it solo, urban dance, he took his shot. Now they follow where he go. Hard work, sweat, tears. He sealed his own fate, climbed the ranks, now he's sitting high. Ain't no debate. This is his platform, his rules, his game. Sharing all he got, no gatekeeping, no shame. Come up in the game, get smarter, stay true. This throne's for anyone who dare to break through. Sit on the throne, yeah, he on the crown. Helping up his peeps, spread the knowledge around. All about the hustle, grind and flow. Carlos on the rise, now watch the empire grow. Lessons in my voice for the new kings and queens. Rise from the struggle, turn the pain into dreams. No secrets he teach, no reason to hide. All his nuggets, yeah, he give them with pride. Episode 53 of Sitting on the Throne. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Carlos the Line Dance Prince. Coming to you on another Tuesday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Check us out. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button. If you're on Facebook, share this thing. Today's conversation, today's topic is appreciation. Uh, who we got in the building right now? See y'all in here. Cassandra, I keep forgetting it, forgetting to send you that link too. Um, but I will just put it out there for those looking for shoes for the TCH Holiday Swag event. The Whatnot app. Download the Whatnot app, and they have a lot of people on there doing. They basically auction off stuff. So whatever your interests are, like if you're interested in clothes, if you're interested in power tools, if you're interested in uh, Pokemon cards or whatever, they got people on there auctioning this stuff off. So they shoes is a big thing on there, and they on there auctioning off all type of shoes, Jordans, Reeboks, Adidas, Uggs, Crocs, whatever you like, whatever you into. People on there, cologne, perfumes. They have people that just do that thing. So I do get a lot of my shoes from Whatnot. Um, Now sometimes people in there be bidding like crazy. So sometimes you can get stuff below market value. That's basically what I'm gonna pay. I set mine to what I set mine to, and then if it goes over that, I don't even entertain it. So if I know the market value of a cologne is 175, I will go in there and say I'm not paying more than 85 or whatever. And once the beer go over 85, I'm out. Right. So you can check out the Whatnot app for a lot of different stuff. Now I personally took that app off my phone because it was doing a lot for me last month. I was doing too much on there. What's up, Walter? What's up, Denise? What's up, Tara? What's up, Sarita? Stephanie Dabney in the house, my right hand lady. Line Dance Mondays. Um, what's up, Karen? Glad all y'all can check in, man. We're having a good time this week. Yesterday's class was great. Yo, we ended yesterday's class basically Line Dance Mondays. We ended class by digging in the crates. And what's up, Denicia? What's up, Dora? And when I say digging in the crates, it was kind of like, I don't know, we were trying to get ready for the beginner's ball or whatever. It just happened organically. And we ran across a bunch of dances that we quite frankly just don't do anymore. Or it just, I don't know if the line dance community is uh sometimes we get caught up in what's hot now that we forget about the dances that we used to crazily be in love with. And we was playing what I did was we was playing for 1 minute, just going through my laptop. And it was just going we'll play for like every track for a minute. And if anybody remembered it, it would just start it off and try to jump in. And then if most of the people couldn't get it, we would just put that one down. Like, okay, we're gonna put this one down. That's homework. So I will be posting later on today a list of these dances. Of course, these dances, they're all beginnerish, easy level type stuff, but it's a lot of stuff we haven't done in a while. And a lot of it, we was just sitting there like, yo, how does that start? And I don't even want to say some of these dancers' names because I know the choreographers personally, and I don't want you to feel no kind of way. Like y'all remember my dance? Like no, we don't do it no more. But uh, we was digging in the crates, bro. It's like, oh snap!
And it's a lot of songs, a lot of dances that we don't do anymore. I feel like many of them are because they split the floor too much. A lot of these, dances, they're like, you hear the song and there's like 8 dances to that song. And I think most DJs, especially in the traveling circuit, kinda stay away from them tracks. But it's a lot of stuff, that like I said, we playing a lot of the newer stuff now, so we kinda moved on from some other things. But yeah, I'll put that list out later on today. But today's conversation is about appreciation. And what I'm gonna do is talk about the people that I appreciate. Um, if you wanna put in the comments, in the chats, people that you appreciate in the Line Dance community, whether it be near or far, that help kinda pave the way to who you are and who kinda, where you see yourself today in line dancing. Um, Kinda like giving flowers, basically. And there's a lot of people from coast to coast, um, top to bottom, and locally who helped pave the way for me personally when it comes to my line dance journey. What's up, Big Moochie? Speaking of one of them people, Big Moochie. I'll start with Big Moochie, man. Big Moochie is definitely somebody who helped me along my journey, man, and to come to line dancing. But I know I won't start with Big Moochie because I would be remiss to not mention people who came in my life before Big Moochie. But yeah, Big Moochie definitely is a big part of my line dance journey and part of my appreciation today. Today's conversation is about appreciation. If y'all will go ahead and put in the comments, man. Y'all know everybody be watching this YouTube or this Facebook Live, and the person that you might be speaking of might watch it, man. You got somebody in your area or even somewhere far, far away that you think has a big impact or has had a big impact, even if they're not even live. We got some people that passed on that we definitely want to appreciate and where we are in our line dance journeys. Um, the first person I will speak of without uh without saying, but I am going to say it, but y'all know, like KP, Camille Patton. Camille Patton. Hmm. This appreciation post goes to Camille Patton. That's why I'll start off with Camille Patton. Because that is the alpha, the omega, the beginning, the the honestly, that might be the most happiest time I had line dancing. Um, um, with Camille Patton, uh, like y'all know my story. Like I went to line dancing to find a woman. I didn't go to line dancing to line dance. Like I was not a drawn in because people were line dancing and I wanted to go line dancing. I was at work. It's back when I had a job many, many moons ago. And I was like, yo, where are the mature women that got their shit together that want to do something with their life? Where do they be at? And the girl I worked with at the time said, well, Tuesday nights, man, they got this line dance thing, man. I'm like, okay, let me go check it out. Let me go see what's going on. And I know when in Richmond, when it's cold and when it's rainy, people don't come out. So I pulled up, and at the time he was at L's place, which is before it was Lucille's and became Jackie's and all that stuff. It was in the same space as Jackie's, but across the parking lot in a separate building. I think it used to be a bank or something. I don't know. It used to be some over there, some over. So it's like beside that convenience store, whatever that is right there. And went in there, nobody was really in there. A couple people was in there, and I'm like, well, shit, I'm here. I might as well, learn this thing, and learn these dances. So that night I learned a couple dances. Now it's like, yeah, I'm gonna come back next week and see what's up. It rained again. But I'm like, shit, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna learn a couple more dances. So now I got about like 4 or 5 dances tight, down packed. Same old two step and the love slide. Uh uh I don't even know if the same old two step that came out then. It's probably I know the love slide was on there. We did a couple of other hey, it was some jumps we don't even do no more. Heaven, uh um the love slide. I can't even remember them dances we was doing. Uh Probably a couple big moochie dances in there, stuff like that. So the third week, it was a beautiful day on that third week, and the women showed up. Now I'm in there. I know some dances now, so I'm in there showing off like, hey, how you doing? I'm just in here, trying to, dance, blah, blah, blah. KP cut that music on right there beside him. We out there. And that that got relocated. He ended up taking that to the Martini Kitchen, that's the legendary spot that we all know of in uh line dancing. Tuesdays, he took Tuesdays to the Martini Kitchen, and now he is incorporating in this nightlife thing, G, and they slowly bring in DJ Drake. So this is why my appreciation starts off with Kamel Patton first. We do KP. KP probably be one of the first people locally that would definitely go into the Urban Line Dance Museum. I gotta get with him with that. But he's definitely that. He's that for me. Like I wouldn't have been instructing. Well, I won't say I wouldn't have been, but he was the first person that actually gave me an invitation to instruct because he had got sick and he had asked me to fill in for him, and he believed in me because I ain't. I was like, "You sure? You want me to go in there and do that?" And he gave me a platform. He is the reason why people come to my class and I let everybody teach. Anybody in there want to teach, somebody let them teach because he was the one that was very comfortable allowing other people to share the stage with him. KP had G up there teaching. Uh, I remember when a couple times D and G would come through. I remember a couple times he had me calling out stuff. I'm like, what? You want me to do? And it was kind of cool. Cool environment. And I will forever be in debt to him. Um, I can go on and on and on, but that wouldn't leave time for nobody else. KP, Kamel Patton, if you don't know, he still does line dancing locally. He still is the man with the plan. He does most of the major events here. The any type of community event, you can pretty much catch him at. Like the heart events and the MS events and all the walks and a lot of the sororities reach out to him for events. He does the black tie event. I think it's KLM every year, and he's the he's my goat, uh, and that's where I will start that. Second, we'll go to Big Moochie. Big Moochie's on here. Big Moochie was the first person that went all in with me and my mother when it came to the line dancing groovy cruise. This was probably 12, 13 years ago because you got to think we started promoting it a year before the first one happened. So I think that was 2014. So we first started promoting it in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. 2012, 2013. Imma say 2013, 2013. And so, we about to go into 2026 in a month. So, uh, Moochie has been there. It was crazy. Hey, Moochie saw the vision, was like, "Yo, I don't care what y'all need me to do. Imma come in, Imma be on that joint." And Moochie was on that joint for like $300 and a fish sandwich. I promise you. We ain't had nothing for Moochie. And he didn't care, yo. He was like, "Yo, we gonna be on a cruise? Man, let's go." Bro, he was all in on that joint. And everybody that was on that first cruise, if you were one of the 88 people that were on that first cruise, I know y'all get tired of me talking about the 88. That might be the name of the documentary. The first 88. Um, it was definitely a big thing. Very like Moochie, I you don't understand, like, the dream, you were a part of the dream. You were the only person outside of my mother who's been on every single cruise. And you've been there for the whole journey, promoting it, pumping it, pushing it, believing in it. Um, and what you say, I wanted to show love to my line dance fam, never once asked about money or anything. Just me and let me know where to be, and I'm there. That's how I was. It was crazy. I'm like, yo, we got this dude on the team. Like, I was going crazy. Like, me and Moochie at that time, we of course we're close friends now, but at that time, like, how you with somebody that you kind of starstruck with, but you try to stay cool. Like, me and Moochie have always talked the same way we talk now, but he don't know. Like, I used to be starstruck. Like, when he first was like with us, I was like, oh, we got Big Moochie. Because you gotta think, this is 2013, and I started line dancing with Camille in 2010. So I'm literally only 3 years into, like, line dancing, and you gotta think back in that time, Big Moochie was like a third of everything we did, like the biker shuffle, and he was doing the collabs with Cupid and stuff like that, so it was like, yo, we Big Moochie, Moochie, like the Cleveland Shuffle, like the biker shuffle, like, it was crazy, and that relationship grew a lot over the last, what's that? 13 now, 12 years. That relationship has grown crazily over the last 12 years, and I appreciate that, man. I appreciate, bro. I know he said I wasn't starstruck. I promise you, I play it so cool. People be like that now. People are like, yo, he just be. You would never know. Like, only person that know I was crazy about him is Will Smith, because I was screaming his name that I love him at the award show when I went to the NAACP Image Awards. But most people, I'm really gonna be cool, and and that's how I was with Moochie. Not to mention, y'all know how personable he is, so he made it easy to be comfortable. Moochie be forgetting who he is sometimes. He just be like, you Moochie, right? You're like, no, I'm Mark Wynn, actually. But no, it's yeah, I always appreciate that. That so it's Camille Patton, Big Moochie. If you're just tuning in, yo, we have an appreciation post. I'm asking everybody in the comments to put it in the comment section, man. The people that kind of help pave the way, the people that you appreciate locally, either or by far, that helped you in your line dance journey. So I'm just doing it publicly, but we all gonna do it together right here on the thing. So Started off with Camille Patton. He just, like I said, he's my goat. Then you got Big Moochie. Big Moochie, baby. Um, where else do I want to go with this? I will mention Donna. Um, well, at that time it was DNG, so we're not gonna do that. Say DNG, they actually hosted a workshop where they brought in Lorenzo Go Low, Mr. Go Low. Um, and he was from I think Maryland, I believe, DC area, DMV, and he was the creator of the line dance Soul Food, which actually won a UC Star Award. And this was my first time seeing line dance like this. And I'm like, yo, we can't they brought him to Richmond. We were at the hotel. I forgot the hotel name changed like 5 times now. But we were off of Williamsburg Road, right at the airport. And this is probably my first time hearing somebody say like part three. Like part three, part four, attack. What is that? A bridge? Like the dance, in Richmond, we were so far behind the line dancing at the time, not knowing about, we a lot of us didn't know about the outside world. And so um even the terminology was on some of the stuff was crazy for us. We was listening like, yo, what? What is he? And if I'm not mistaken, he only taught that dance. We did other dancing there, but I think he only taught that dance, if I'm not mistaken. And it was like an hour workshop. Like we were struggling locally. Like we was way behind. And I remember D and G, that AJ was there, Donna, Gary, Brandon, and they was on it. They caught on faster than we did. They was into it. And this is our first time actually being exposed to uh like that. It was like, yo, this is they dancing. Yo, I like this. And it was that moment, that was the moment. Like they don't know, but that was the moment that really got me to get my attention on the outside world. So I would give my appreciation to DNG for creating that moment. Um, even though Golo doesn't, line dance anymore, he's pursuing different things in life. Um, we appreciate him for coming out and being a part of that moment for me. Um, um, Camille Patton, Big Moochie, TNG, Mr. G, Mr. G. So basically, after the Martini Kitchen closed due to not paying of taxes and water bills and all type of stuff. Dude, after they put the chains on the doors at Martini Kitchen, Mr. G single-handedly kept that movement going. Um, he found a spot where he invested in him and his wife. I think at the time, they were went into business with some other people at 6335, and we all kind of migrated over there to Tuesdays. Then eventually it ended up being him and his wife getting their own spot at 150 North, which was amazing. And that was kind of like the continuance of the Tuesday night uh, situation. Um, appreciate G um, for keeping that going. And G was Mr. G was probably the first person that kind of like brought the awareness to me of the business side of the entertainment department. Because not just line dancing, he was always hosting the big events, like the first Fridays and stuff like that. It kind of, opened my eyes to the big picture. Like, it went from me just line dancing and coming out socially, you know, to understanding behind the scenes. G was a little bit more technical um, than Kamel when it came to like, equipment, gear, stuff like that. I learned a lot from G when it came to that. And is when I started to come to class, I looked at it from both eyes, from the person coming to have a good time and the person that got to prep and get this stuff ready and make sure the sound right and the mics work and uh you start seeing it for more than what it is. Because a lot of people still don't know that. Like they just show up and they be dancing. Like, man, we have a good time. But they never really understand like, all right, we gotta move these tables out the way. We gotta stack these chairs up. We gotta stock the bathroom up. We gotta make sure the speakers work. Yeah, I had a gig last week. I hooked these speakers back up. We gotta make sure the microphones work, stuff like that. And that watching G and being under him really let me see that side of it. And once you see that side, stuff that a lot of people might complain about, I no longer even saw it as a thing anymore because I know what's going on. Like once you understand what people go through behind the scenes when it comes to like setting up and uh getting this stuff ready for people, shoot, it changes it. It changes it a lot. It's what's up, Janine? What's up, Shay? Yeah, right now we doing an appreciation post. I got everybody basically commenting in the post, commenting and people that help pave the way to who you are right now in your line dance journey, whether it be local or far. I started off with Kamel Patton, who I call the GOAT here in Richmond, Virginia. He is the king of line dancing here. And then I went to Big Moochie, then I went to D&G, and then I'm speaking of Mr. G locally. Um, but yeah, he created that mindset for me to kind of like appreciate stuff like, dang, this it's a lot of work that go into this. You just don't show up and dance. Um, I also want to shout out Wendy, who is the owner of Victory Lady. So when Kamel had me sub for him, he it was for him at Victory Lady Fitness. And I mean I subbed for him a couple times at the Martini Kitchen, but the biggest opportunity KP gave me was to sub for him at Victory Lady Fitness. And I remember when I got there, now we're going back. We're gonna go back to about year 2 for me. And all I know about line dancing is the Martini Kitchen. I think all things line dancing are in the 4 walls of this small restaurant slash bar. Not even a restaurant, but we're gonna call it a bar. That's how small the Martini Kitchen was. And I'm late because the GPS was taking me to another spot, which like I guess used to be their old location. They had relocated or whatever. And Wendy's a white woman, and I get in there and she is fuming. You are late. This is a bad first impression. Blah blah blah. And I don't know where I'm going. I'm just walking in here, and as I'm walking with her. She's just telling me I'm late, and ladies are waiting, and blah blah blah. And if you, everybody knows Victory Lady, the old Victory Lady on the West End before they got the new spot. Um, you would literally you walk back, and their dance cardio fitness area was like around this corner. So when you first walk in, only thing you see is machines, and you don't see the dance fitness area until you walk to the back and then turn left, and it's this big open area. So we're walking, and she's telling me how late I am, and blah blah blah. And we bust this left. Now at the Martini Kitchen, we probably have about, it's just so small. So when we got 30 people in there, it feel like 2,000 people in there. I promise you. But when I walk into Victory Lady, we come in and bust that left, I lie to you not. And this is 2 years in, so this is like 2012. This how long KP be lying. This how long like Camille been lying dancing at this level. I bust that left with Wendy. It's 110 people in there. It's like, and they're all looking at me. I come around that corner. It's a I don't know how many of y'all had classes like this before, or you have a class like this. Like, if you're used to being in a setting of like 15, 20, 30 people, when you like, this is my first class ever. Like, I'm stumping for Camille. I bust that left. It's 100 and something people in there. And Wendy got a video somewhere. I gotta dig it up on Facebook. And when I go on that stage, I am whispering. The Carlos that y'all know today, the guy that is not scared of nothing. Like, I am the most unafraid person with a microphone on stage to say what I want to say. That was not me that day. I promise you. And Stephen, you was probably there. Hey, hey, what's up, Quan? I came around that corner. I'm like, oh shit. And 2012, we not teaching nothing for real, same old two step and you know, some Moochie stuff, biker shuffle, we in there doing that, all them type of dances. But that even broadened my appreciation for Kamel. I'm like, yo, like the Kamel that we know from the Martini Kitchen, he be hype jumping around lit, but that's like a a small creation based off of what he already had going on and other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when I sub for him that class, I'm like, yo, this man is the man. And I'm in there whispering on stage. All right, guys, two to the left. All right, two to the right. We're gonna. I promise you, watch this video, y'all be like, is that's not the same Carlos? And yeah, what's up, y'all? If y'all coming in late, today's conversation, today's topic is appreciation. Everybody in the comments is posting people that they appreciate to help pave the way to who they are in line dancing, whether that be locally and or afar. But yeah, Wendy, the owner of Victory Lady, after that class, I ended up subbing a couple more times, and she was very interested. She was like, "Well, there's an interest for line dancing more on the south side because she had two locations. Would you be interested in going on the south side?" I'm like, now, me, I'm an East End kid. And she said South Side. I'm like, South Side, South Side. If y'all know Richmond, South Side known to be a little rough. I said, South Side, hold on. South Side. I don't know if I want to go around South Side teach. So I gave it a shot, go to South Side. And when I say these ladies in Southside Gym embrace me, and Stephanie once she was from the West End class. She started coming to the Southside class. But them ladies embraced me. And uh so my appreciation goes to Wendy for giving me the opportunity. Because that Southside class is the class that molded me into the instructor that I am. That is the moment that I became what's up, Brandon? I became the line dance prince. Like Kamel is already calling me that, you know what I'm saying? That because he was the king, I was the prince. But like like for branding purposes, like for like logo and who I am and energy and all that, I found myself in that Victory Lady on the South Side. So I started with Kamel. Um, Big Moochie started rocking with me. I got my first taste of exposure to the outside world from DNG. Mr. G helped me see this from a whole different world as far as the business acumen. Um, Wendy gave me the opportunity to get my own class after KP had me sub a couple times. And then after Victory Lady, me being there for about 3 years, um, this is the boom right here. Y'all ready for the boom? This is the boom right here. Now, as an instructor, y'all know if you're an instructor at a big box gym, if you at Golds or Planet Fitness, or I'm trying to think of stuff y'all all can relate to wherever you live at. You got one of those, right? Um, LA Fitness, whatever. Instructors don't get paid nothing. Like you be in there, they don't care if you got 2 people in there or 5,000 people in there. You getting that $25 a class or whatever your number is, $27, whatever, $30 a class. And when Wendy closed the doors of Victory Lady, I was literally like, I guess I ain't line dancing no more. That's it. And my next appreciation goes to the ladies of the South Side Victory Lady. Cheryl, Rhonda, Stephanie, Lisa, Jewel, um, like all these ladies, man, they were like, oh hell no. Especially I know Cheryl, Jewel, and Rhonda was going super hard. It was like, oh hell no, we gonna have a class somewhere. And they were going to all of these different spots, telling them, yo, we got this dude named Carlos, the line dance prince. You need line dancing here. Y'all ain't got nothing going on. What y'all got going on? Nope, this ain't it. Y'all need Carlos in here. They were going all over the place. East End, South Side, West End, whatever. They was trying to find me a spot. And I think it was Cheryl that was like, Carlos, I think I got you a spot. At the South Side Community Center. And this is before they built their new stuff they got now. And they had like a big white building on the side, like a little trailer almost. And it was like, come check it out. So Cheryl called me up there. I go up there with Cheryl, meet with Earl, the guy who's running the place. And they like, yo, we're not really doing nothing with this building. You can kind of have at it, basically. And because of their persistence, I started my own class. Um, Now, mind you, I have between that time I have did other classes in other spots, small little restaurant gigs I would do during the week, stuff like that. But that stuff never really maturated into anything because it'll always be like 3 or 4 people there, 5 people, nobody there, you know. But this was like my first opportunity to be like in a community gym type setting. That's mine. And remember, like I said, when you in a gym, you really in that gym for the love. For real. It's love, love. You love, like you can love line dancing, but when you doing it like that, you love line dance because it can be. I got plenty of videos. Y'all see the videos. I got 100 people in class, but I made $25. Now Cheryl found me this spot, and they like, "Well, Carlos, you should charge, about $5 for those." I'm like, "Nah," and I could post the flyer. My first class, I had charged $1. Now, when 100 people show up, that's $100. And I was so blown away by $100. I'm like, yo, $100? What? I was getting $25 a class for 3 years. I got $100 and lost my mind. I was like, yo. And I did $1 for a whole year. And they kept telling me, College, you need to do $5. College, you need to do $5. I was like, look, okay, we're gonna do $2. And so 100 people show up. That's $200. I'm like, yo, 200. Cause I was going crazy over there. It was a funny time, yo. You know. Yep, Danny. I had the Jay Sargent in his class. I had other classes at the time, but their classes. Danny would tell you that class never really turned into nothing. We had fun in that class, but it was only like you know 5, 6 people that came consistently. Um, but yeah, we that class finally. Over the years, I was at this community center for 8 years, and we got to what they asked for eventually, $5. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Um, oh, what's up, Akili? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When you make $500 off a line dance class, and you were used to doing it for $25 with the same format, basically. Y'all want me to be honest? Anybody want me to be honest? Yo, if you want me to be honest, man, put some thumbs up in the comments right now. Put some thumbs up in the comments right now. But yeah, for all you that's just tuning in, we have an appreciation post. I'm going down my line of people I appreciate for my line dance journey to get me to where I'm at right now. So we started off with Camille Patton, talked about him a little bit. The Goats talked about Miss Big Moochie, Mr. G, D&G. We talked about Wendy. We talked about the ladies from the South Side, location of Victory Lady, and now we're still talking about those ladies. Um, Mama, what's up, Lillian Gardner? My grandma's on here. Um, when you come from those beginnings, you gotta remember this how the story started. I started because I was looking for a woman, looking for the mature women in the world. So I went to a line dancing event. And I went there line dancing for years. I became an instructor years later, 3 years in. Um, then I was line dancing basically for $25 for 3 years. And then that same Carlos, that same energy, I go from making $25 a class to over $500 a class. Black people, black people from nothing. It will change you. Um, Anybody that teaches line dancing that makes this kind of money weekly, um, and what I'm going to say with that is, I'm going to say most people, because there are a handful of people that experience this that didn't take the path that I took. Uh, you're going to cater to that audience to the highest level. And this is where we get to where I'm getting to now. So this appreciation post really goes to those ladies that found that location for me. The Cheryls, the Lisas, the Jules, those ladies, because now I'm looking at this thing from a different eye. Yes, I love line dancing, but now I'm trying to get the whole world line dancing. And it's because, I'm an energy person, so I love a packed class. Instructors love energy. We feed off the energy. But also, I'm from hard times. Let's be Can't we call a spade, right? Um, and I'm like, yo, and all during these years, we've already started doing the line dancing cruise. This is years before that. The line dance cruise is just something we literally just doing for fun. Like we just doing that. People show up, they show up. I told you that first cruise we had 88 people show up. Second cruise we had like 120. Third cruise 200. Like that's not my mind frame when I created that cruise. The money thing came in with Line Dance Mondays when I'm doing something that I can do in my sleep because I became that good at it, that comfortable on the microphone, my stage presence, my energy, my delivery, being personable, learning everybody's names. Like it was a point when I had 100 people in my class and I knew everybody's name. Ask Cheryl, ask Jew, ask all them people, ask Stephanie. When we had that first core group of 100 and some people, I knew everybody's name in there. It's some of y'all that got 12 people in y'all class, and y'all still don't know two or three of them in there. And I took pride in delivering what I delivered at a high level. Um, Denicia said she started on our second cruise and she kept returning. We appreciate you for that. And she was. But that's when, some of y'all like, Carlos a businessman now. That's kind of where it started. To be honest. It wasn't the cruise because I never looked at the cruise like that. It was Line Dance Mondays. And uh for me, I felt like I wasn't giving the people what they needed for what they paid. Because like I said, I was teaching for $1, $2 a class. So when I went to $5, at that time, the communities, this is before the pandemic, the community center stayed open to 10 o'clock. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna give them 3 hours. Because Victory Lady, we only did an hour. So I'm like, yo, we about to crank it up. They paying 5, I'm gonna give them more. They paying 5, I'm gonna give them 3 hours. I'm gonna teach for the first hour and a half, and then I'm gonna have other instructors kind of assist and help jump in, blah, blah, blah. And that comes my next appreciation post. My next appreciation person is Tammy Parker. Tammy Parker, uh, yo, before the pandemic, she had us doing dances that we never thought we would do. Like when I first introduced Tammy to my class, they was intimidated. Like, oh, she do that fancy stuff, that hard stuff. We don't want to do that. And I said, Tammy, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna teach the first hour and a half, and then if people want to stay to learn what you got, uh, they'll stay. That first class, it was 2 people. Everybody, you got to understand, like what Tammy is a soldier. It's 100 and some people in my class. And then it's like it's time for Tammy's class, and hold on, what Quan say? Say I have my glasses on. You know I can't see. What he just said. My appreciation goes out to my brother Maurice for getting me started, but I gotta also give flowers, well, for putting me on one of the biggest platforms to my show, my DJ skills, which is the Line Dance Crew. So I thank you, Carlos. Don't worry, your appreciation is definitely coming up, Quan. But yeah, no problem though. You know, I got my family, man. So you gotta understand, it's 100 and some people in my class. All right, y'all, we getting ready to stay for Tammy's class. Everybody leave, and two people in there. Me, Tammy, and two people. Now, what started happening is people that stayed would talk a little bit to the people that was in the other no, that didn't leave, that left. Like the next week, like, yo, we did some fun stuff. You know, you might want to try it out. So every week we would add more people. You know, went from 2 people to 5 people, and 7 people staying, and 10 people staying, and then it was eventually we had like 40 people in there, right? So it was a 2-part class, like so it'll be 100 some people, then 60 people leaving. Now we up to 40 some people in there. And Tammy got us dancing. Like we dancing, bro. Like we went from doing you know, two to the right, two to the left to triple ABC and backyard party. We doing all we this is where we wouldn't think we would do nothing like this. Because we was at this time, yeah, y'all gotta understand that like how the growth of Richmond line dancing. Like we went from baby dancing, like love slides and all your big moochie stuffs, all your Cupid stuff, all your, same old two-step type shit to dancing. Like, I'm like, okay. We even had AJ come in and teach us some stuff. It was, from DNG. We had people just started popping up. And like I said, but I take that back to KP from the very beginning because Kamel was never scared to share his stage with people. And so I still, to this day, incorporate that in what I do. But for that $5, I wanted to be able to give people more. And so we made it 3 hours, brought in Tammy, and then Tammy is the next person, like I said, that we put on that appreciation board because she bought in. I always wanted to create an umbrella situation where everybody can be under one umbrella so the trust of the actual consumer is there. Because a lot of people don't go where they don't trust people. So it's like, well, Carlos says she cool. Let me try her class out. Let me stick around and see what's gonna happen. Um, and what we had going there with far as with Tammy, I think would have been next level if it wasn't for the pandemic. The pandemic reset everything. We basically started off from square one after the pandemic. But yeah, I appreciate Tammy, man. Like Tammy's a different personality than me. But I love me some Tammy, man. She a little snappy little chihuahua. Um, but she has a lot of knowledge. She's been a lot of places. She's traveled a lot with line dancing, and she was a great addition to what we were doing on Line Dance Mondays. And was pivotal for me because I wanted to stay in my lane, and I was able to stay a kindergarten teacher, and I just added a first grade teacher. You know what I'm saying? So if you wanted to go to that next level, we had it available there for you, um, and I appreciate that. Um, so yeah, those of you guys just tuning in, we have an appreciation post. If there's anybody that you want to appreciate in line dancing, we was putting it in the comments. Put in the comments who helped mold you into who you are as a line dancer. Local, even if somebody is not local, somebody that's local for you, somebody that's far away for you. Hopefully they'll get a chance to see this video and C, you give your flowers. Because sometimes we kind of forget where we come from when you're in it, when we're sitting down and actually doing this thing we call line dancing that we love. Um, um, who else do I before I continue? Who else do I want to put on there? Um, appreciation to we're gonna go to the national scene real quick. Everybody that bought in on the line dance cruise. There are people that go harder. It's crazy. It's people that go harder for the line dancing groovy cruise than me, right? There are people all over this country that go to bat for me and the vision and help make that thing come true. And I want to shout those people out. Um, from I don't even want to say no names because I got too many. Over 100 people. There's over 100 people that go crazy, and even the people in their classes that actually rep, scream, and go hard for the vision of that. Um, the beginners ball. My appreciation post goes out to Denicia. She's in the comments right now. Denicia Gray single-handedly created the beginners ball. My appreciation comments go to Denicia Gray. Y'all, how did Denicia Gray create the beginners ball? Y'all know how she did that? She created it without knowing she created it. Y'all know how she created that? Denicia, you gonna go in the museum. It's gonna say the creator of the beginners ball. Denicia goes live at all the events. That right there is her creating the beginner's ball. So basically, Denicia travels to events all over the country all year long, going live. That's all she does. And and I'm a person that's, you know, as Teresa will tell you, on my phone all day. And so I would observe these parties. And y'all know I'm anti-live. Y'all know I hate a live, boy. But cause what a live video shows you all the things that's happening. The good things and the bad things. Right? And so Denicia will be live at a 500 person event. And she live the whole event. I would literally be watching the live. Like, it's the same 40 people dancing all night long. But there's 500 people at this event. Hmm. And it started to be the trend as she travels the country. She travels the country showing the lives, and I'm watching the lives, and it's like, okay, 300 people at this event, and I'm literally counting in the live, like, all right, there's 30 people pretty much dancing. I've been watching it for an hour. It's been the same 30-ish people dancing the whole night. And after me observing this for about 6 months, because I didn't come up with this concept overnight. Like I was just watching it, kind of just wondering, like, huh, hmm, it's kind of the same theme on all these videos. How about we? Because I'm looking at the people that's sitting, and I mean, as instructors, we know why they sitting. Um, there's a community of people that don't want to do homework. There's a community of people that like to be around line dancing, but they don't necessarily want to do the intricate stuff. There's a community of people that uh love travel. There's a community of people that love to dance, but their way, right? Um and um I say, you know what? I'm gonna make an event where we do easy peasy, catch it on the floor line dances all weekend. And it doesn't matter who you are, what level you are on, you'll be dancing all weekend. And my appreciation goes to Danicia Gray for helping me see that, vision, see that, create that moment, create these events. And this April, we have 1,700 people coming to Richmond because of that vision. Um, so yes, Danicia, you appreciation post, and not just for that, just the embracing your role. A lot of people in line dance community get to a crazy and high level based on their roles. You know, she's known for going live at events. She pull up, you see her. She got that huge ass tripod, and that junk go to the ceiling, and she got 3 devices on it, and doing all that. You got Lady Snapshot. Uh, she known for taking pictures and doing videos at events now, and like that's a lane. That's actually a lane. Like we have this podcast lane, and we have different lanes. Some people are instructors, some people are choreographers, some people are just bring energy to events. So everybody has their own lane of what they do, and that lane is great, bro. It's crazy. Um, who else in my appreciation post? Quan. I'm gonna put Quan. Quan was probably one of the first people when I started traveling that I kind of said, "Bro, they look like me." You know, like I don't look like him when they come to dance. He dance way better than me. Don't get that part twisted. But like age range, somebody, because y'all got to understand when I came into line dancing, I was 28 years old. In 2010, I was 28 years old. So I'm at the Martini Kitchen. Everybody's older than me. Rhonda, Donna, Tammy, Camille, G, Jack. Everybody is like 12, 15, 20 years older than me. And you start traveling and seeing other guys that actually are in your age range that dance, right? He's like, oh, snap. And have some of the same interests. Quan DJ, I DJ. Quan dance, I dance. Um, that's why it was easy to get Quan on the podcast. We kind of like have a lot of similar interests and activities. We can do a lot of the same things. And so, um, and just kind of being a brother. I never had a brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm an only child. Well, I have a sister, but I don't have any brothers. And I feel like an only child because me and my sister are 10 years apart. And so, when you start traveling, it's easy to try to find that, I guess. And he made it easy for me to kind of find that inline dancing. Stefan was kind of like the big brother. Like it took him a long time. Like Stefan was like mentally whooping my ass for about 5 years in line dancing. Um, but I think we definitely see eye to eye now and understand like where we stand and where we at in line dancing. So I will give another appreciation to Stefan. I appreciate his high level of dedication to his craft when it comes to being an instructor. Um, Um, but I also see how he can be misrepresented and taken the wrong way. Um, so people try to figure out why you stand with Stefan so much, or why you stand with some people in the community. Like I actually get in their space. Some of y'all are scared of getting people's space to really understand and get to know who they are. So, when we having the podcast and we bring in Denicia on, or we bring in Chops on, or people like these are people that actually been able to get into their space, learn them, know them, and understand them. And so I have a higher level of appreciation. I have a higher level of understanding. And um, so when people say what they say, it's like, no, I know them for real. You going off what you think. I know them for real. That's not their character. But I'm also the same person that will stand up to these same individuals and confront them because I do know them. And so um Quan, Steph, recently Chops, um, appreciation to Linda Sims. Linda Sims is one of the first people that I was watching on YouTube to learn how to learn these line dances. Um, Linda Sims was it. You talking about YouTube? Oh, Linda Sims was it. Those of you coming in, we're giving appreciation to people that helped us in our line dance journey. Getting everybody to comment in the comment section, the people that helped them along their way in their journey when it comes to line dancing. Um, Rondi, 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 the professor of excellence, Rondi. I cannot leave Rondi off that list. Now, Rondi probably the most appreciated person in line dancing. Like I know what some of y'all do for him, nothing. And Rondi will still break his neck to get to your event, help you with your event, bring equipment for your event, make sure your event runs smoothly, DJ, get out on the floor, call the dancers out, set tables up, run around, help you with everything you need. Rondi, we gonna give all the flowers to Rondi right now. We're gonna stop the post right now. Stop the video. Rondi is literally the hardest working man in line dancing. Like it ain't no way. Hey, I don't care who you love. Hey, listen. Take everybody I just said. We're gonna set them to the side right now. From everybody from the beginning to the end. Pick everybody up. Take them out the video. Matter of fact, take my picture off the screen. We're gonna take everybody off. Look, where we at? Oh my God. Hello, am I still here? Getting phone calls. Of course, my ex-wife is calling me while I'm on the podcast. All right. Um, Rondi Hackett's. Hey, Rondi will come to your event on Friday. What you talking about? He said, "Don't put me to the side. Let me photobomb." Rondi will DJ your event on Friday. First of all, hold on. He will drive to your event on Friday, set up, DJ play, break that shit down, drive to do somebody else event on Saturday, set up, do all that, run around. He don't just DJ, he DJing. He gonna come out in the front, call out all the dancers. Then he not just gonna be in the front, he running around, he in the back, he on the side, he entertaining, he got props that pertain to the music of the song that's being played. Break that down, come back to the event he was at originally, drive back 6 hours, 7 hours, 5 hours, and then continue the bro, listen. And this ain't like once a year, once a month. No, this is every weekend. This is crazy. I have never seen it in my life. This man is on road like a B2K tour. This man is Justin Bieber or line dance. He's on tour right now. Like, and I tell people, bro, like, well, I tell Rondi all the time, "Bro, it's okay to say no, bro. I just, I don't want him to get burnt out. I know he loved what he do to a very high level, but I'm like, yo, the miles you putting on that car, I don't want you to get burnt out because you are one of the people that we really need in line dancing. And I would hate for it to be that moment you get there and just Rondi, like, what's wrong with Rondi? Like, "No, he burnt the hell out. Y'all killed that man. God damn." Like, but it goes without saying, bro. Rondi, this is a post about appreciation of people that we love in line dancing. But I named a whole lot of people. But Rondi, I don't know how. Well, I went through the order of my life, so yeah. I met Rondi late in my line dance journey, but over the last decade, when I did know him, the last 10 years, listen, that man is nothing short of amazing. And it is it is crazy. Mr. Charles, we got Mr. Charles on here. Speaking of appreciation, Mr. Charles, man, kind of been like my dad almost, man. My line dance dad, or kind of like an uncle. I say uncle, more like an uncle. And um, I've talked to Mr. Charles about things that I don't personally have somebody to talk to about certain things, just about life. And all right, Mr. Charles got me on here getting emotional. You know, whew. Moochie said, "Stay strong, Lou. Stay strong. Doing good." When you got people like that, though, it makes it easy for you to, you know, be there for them. When he said he was going to marry Annette, there was no way on earth I wasn't going to be at that wedding in New Orleans. And I know he always talks about how I did the video for him, walking backwards for like a mile and a half, doing that video. But it was a special moment, and I could not be there for somebody that supporting me from day one. Basically supported me from day one of meeting me to now. Also, Mr. Charles was probably one of the first people that kind of confirmed that, like, nationally, that I was doing some good. I see him doing my dances in Denver. I'm like, yo, what? He got the whole city doing my shit over there. And it was when I finally got to meet him in Miami. I think that was like 2017, 18. I don't even remember. Um, I knew he had to be a part of everything I did. So that following year, I had him be an instructor on the cruise. He was an instructor at the beginners ball, my first one. Like, he had to be a part of everything I had going on. He wanted to do the military appreciation thing on the cruise. I'm like, yo, shit. We give you the biggest room on the ship. I don't care. Let's do it. Whoo, Mr. Charles. Speaking of, we got a podcast coming up Sunday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Let's talk soul line dancing. Me and Mr. Charles this Sunday. Check us out, YouTube, Facebook, all those good platforms. We're gonna get it in. Mr. Charles, I love you, man. This appreciation goes out to Mr. Charles. Uh, since we crying now, since we got everybody crying, um, my mother, um, whoo, my mom. Oh man, shit. Yo, I wouldn't have none of this shit, bro. If it weren't for my mom, bro. My mom, she was there when I had nobody in my class. Those classes I spoke of, all those classes, It'd be a handful of people, two people, one person. She was always there, giving her ideas. You know, line dancing has done a lot for me. Line dancing has single handedly taken me out the hood and got me in the nice suburbs. Yeah, some of y'all don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Um, this isn't always the story. The reason why I've created these platforms, you know, podcasts and the events and stages and all this stuff, is to give people opportunities to get on, to get exposure, and to avoid the route, the process, and the path that I went through to get here. But that whole path, that whole journey, there's only one person that was there from day one to today. That's my mom. Yo, what? I used to. I was a real life Jody at one time, bro. Driving my girlfriend car with my speaker in the back with this fucking dream of being a fucking line dance instructor. I was a real life fucking Jody, all baby boy, minus the kid, right? And so, um, for her to be there the whole way, yo, um, and man, can we be honest today, yo? God damn, shit. Mm, mm. My mom, she sacrificed a whole lot for a lot of shit that we got going on. I know I'm the face of a lot of this stuff, but foundationally, um, she's been a rock. And and this thing hard, man. Me and my mom argue every week on this stuff, man. 'Cause we both are perfectionists. We both want stuff to be great. We both want it to be right. And y'all just see the outcome. Y'all just come to the events and have a good time. Y'all don't understand what we go through. Like we probably go back and forth and argue more than we actually get a chance to love on each other and enjoy each other. Um, um, but it's all for the bigger cause. It's all for a bigger cause. Man. I think y'all think we the closest son and mother could be, but we're probably not. We do love each other, but we could have a better relationship. Um, we just speak every day because of this, because it takes so much work to put into these things. The cruise and the beginners ball, you know, running ideas off each other, all that stuff, and it's a lot. But she has been there for me since day one, and appreciation goes. So just like we took everybody off the board to show appreciation for Rondi, um, we definitely take everybody off the board for a second to give flowers to the greatest travel agent in the world. And I'll say that till I die. Um, um, I got two more. Well, another appreciation. Well, I'm gonna just dress them all together. 'Cause I don't want to get into naming all the people locally. But there are a lot of instructors in the Richmond area that I do want to shout out, appreciate. Um, just the love for showing up, popping up. The Richmond Line Dance family is just like any other family. Cousins, uncles, nieces, nephews. We all don't always see eye to eye, but there's a ton of us that's been here the whole time, and we definitely recognize each other. We definitely respect each other. There is I would like to say higher than just tolerance of each other, tolerating each other, but um, we all see what everybody's doing, and we all kind of motivate each other. We all inspire each other. Um, a lot of us are being here. Y'all know, recently I've been going up to bat in the last year or so for everybody that's been doing it for a while already. But I want to give appreciation out there to everybody that uh is out here fighting that good fight for line dancing. Um, Robert Johnson Jr. Yeah, he was one of the people that helped me grow my vision for the local scene. I remember the videos of him at the Racino, and I was like, "Yo, who the is this dude with all these goddamn people in class? Got people falling out of casino line dancing." And look, when soon as we got our casino built on Midlothian, I ran right there because I wanted exactly what he had. I wanted to do the same thing, but they ain't want line dancing, so that didn't work out. But shout out to Rob Johnson Jr. Man, one of the pioneers out there in Ohio. Um, two more appreciation posts. Teresa, Teresa Fields. Um, my girlfriend, my housemate, my buddy. Um, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. The relationship stuff hard, man. We over here fighting over here, boy. But I love that girl. Teresa is probably one of the first people that's bought into what this can be. And y'all seen the maturation, y'all seen the growth of Teresa over these last 10 months. Teresa was the first person that kind of like Carlos, okay. Um, I see it. and she has jumped all over it. And if y'all see the joy, the energy of Teresa popping off that screen, y'all see it. Um, uh, I can't quite put into words the awesomeness. Like if we were to like put the word consistency with a picture in the in the dictionary, Teresa's picture would definitely be on that thing. Like she has the ultimate focus, um, commitment, and she has totally bought in on helping a community of people uh, when she probably don't even have to at this point. Um, and that's one of the words you can use up there. Selfless. Um, she does a lot of stuff like that, Denicia, that people don't know about. Um, behind the scenes, she has a heart for the people, and she's an empath as well as me. So she definitely feels a lot of stuff. Um, and I love her. I love her a lot. Um, hit the T hive. said, it said Auntie got the whole T hive, like Beyonce had the beehive. Um, this next appreciation post. Um, ah, it's about DJ Kinfolk. DJ Kinfolk, Mike J. A lot of you know that we no longer work together. Um, we honestly don't even communicate anymore. But I will say, during the time we did work together, he definitely brought some excitement to Line Dance Mondays. Um, we probably never will work again together, but I will honestly say that that was a great moment in time for Line Dance Mondays. Uh, enjoyed the mixes. Also good to have another male in the room when you got a room full of women. And it was cool, man. It was a good run. It made I did Line Dance Mondays for damn near over a decade by myself. As far as like playing the music and uh, calling the dances and doing all that, so it made it an easier element. You had somebody up there, and then uh, to be able to intertwine both elements at the highest level, I feel like I'm one of the best hosts in the world when it comes to doing what I do. And then I had somebody behind me um, that I can, you know, trust to make it fun, for lack of better words. Um, but that's over. But yeah, this is my appreciation post, man. To all the people that along this way from day one, starting with Kamel, like I said, Kamel, um, D&G, Wendy, uh, Mr. G, Tammy, the ladies, Southside Victory Lady, uh, Quan, Steph. Uh, Shout out to DJ Pleasure, bro. DJ Pleasure too, bro. DJ Pleasure is one of the most quiet, humble people in the line dance community, and the dude will help you with anything from equipment to bringing you sweet potatoes. The man does it all. The man builds. The man's great with his hands. Like whatever he can do to help, he gonna help. He don't ask too many questions. He just need to know where you need to do it at. He gonna show up and do it what he do. Shout out to DJ Pleasure, man. Um, Shout out to all the choreographers out there that's just doing what they do with love and passion. And even though you might be misunderstood, there are people watching you appreciate you what you do. Cree, Donetta, Carlisa, everybody. Whatever I can name 1,000 people. Isha, uh, all of the pioneers before them, before us. We can go on and on and on. If you are attached to it, we all are watching. We all are loving on each other in our own ways. You got people loving and imitating on you that don't even hit the like button. They love you too. They just don't want to say it. Um, Bernadette, right? So many people out there, man. So many people I got in my corner. Some people helped me to get to where I'm at. So I do want to acknowledge those people and um, never want to get, you know, big headed or above myself or beyond myself. But those people that were listed today, especially them first 10 from from Camille to my mom, everybody in that bubble. Oh, listen, it's it's a lot. Like it's a lot. Only thing this people talk about the events we do. It's what happens. Only thing it takes is for a whole bunch of people that have the same love, the same passion, and the same drive for something to put them in the same room. So if you got somebody that's fighting the fight for line dancing in Chicago, you got somebody that's fighting the fight for the line dancing in Georgia, you got somebody that's fighting the fight for line dancing in Pennsylvania, California, Texas, Colorado, and put them all in one room. That's the line dancing groovy cruise. That's the beginner's ball. That's that's uh United We Dance. On that, name any big event, anything big, the Library of Congress, anything big that ever happened in line dancing is because there's a whole bunch of people that's fighting the same fight. They got the same love. They got the same passion. Enter into the room. That's how it happens. Cali Jam, UC, Linda's event in New Orleans, whatever. Um, but yeah, it's Appreciation Day, man. If you haven't get a chance to put in the comments who you appreciate, shout them out. People that help you become who you are in line dancing today. Um, Post them people, comment those people in line dancing. Also, a special shout out to my friend Judon, William Judon, one of my close friends. He's always been in my classes, bro. Like he been to Africongo, he been to the Blue Caribbean. We was line dancing on the river outside out there at the Flatheads restaurant when they used to have a boat out there where the Annabelle used to be at. Shout out to him, man. He was pulling up and it was just me, him, and my mom. It was nobody out there, bro. Shout out to Judon, man. And you can still see him popping up time to time at Line Dance Mondays from now. Line dancing ain't even his thing, it ain't even his heart. But as a friend, he's always showed up. And I'm telling y'all got people reach out to me now all the time. Carlos, how I get my class look like your class? Don't worry about how my class look. Them 3 people that's in your class right now, love on them people. Those the people. You get your story gonna be just like mine. But them people gonna be there the whole time. Shout out to Stephanie. Stephanie in the comments. Stephanie Dabney. When y'all see my class at the community center, all them big ass classes I had, Stephanie was the one that said, Carlos, some of these people ain't paying. Cause you know me, I don't care. I always ain't stress it. I just have the money box on the stage. If you paid on the money box, you paid, you then you didn't. I really didn't sweat it. Stephanie was like, Carlos, there's too many people coming in here and all these people not paying. And Stephanie volunteered. She said, I'll do it. Let me do the door. Stephanie had a foot injury. She can't really dance the way she wants to anymore. Stephanie said, look, y'all paying. And Stephanie is she that rock. Every Monday, y'all see her at the door. Hey, hey, don't pay if you don't want to. Yeah, all right. And she's been there from day one, man. Even with the cruise, she came along with us when we did the pre-cruise tour. She's been there from the whole way, man. She's part of the team, man. And whenever she needs something, and I got it, she got it. Just know that, Stephanie. I love you. Um, and you don't have to do what you do. I know. I don't take it for granted at all. Um, and it's just like what it is people. You always expect people to be there until they're not there no more. And so that's what we're doing. Appreciation is appreciation. You're giving flowers. That's why I was so quick to give Kamel. I brought Big Moochie in. This was like what 10 years ago. Big Moochie. I brought Big Moochie in to do a lifetime achievement award for Kamel because I felt like this man is doing this damn thing for the community, but he kept getting sick, and so in the back of my mind, I was like, we gotta do something for him. I want him to get his flowers now, and I think it's very important for people to get their flowers while they're walking this earth, so we don't have to do a video like I did for Rolling Forward after he passes away, or like we did for Queen Sheila after she passes away. Um, People need to know that we love them now. People need to know that we appreciate them now. Um, and it's yeah, man. It's shout out to the Walmax, UC Star Wars. This is the biggest platform where people that do the dances that we love get awarded. They created a platform where people that make the dances, we have our own award ceremony. We got the BET Awards and the Academy Awards and all this other stuff. We got our Academy Awards of line dancing. We got our own awards for choreographers and dancers, instructors. These people that we love and cherish, they get awards. Is it perfect? No. Is everybody happy about it all the time? No. But the thought behind it and the intent behind it is the part that needs to be appreciated. And there's so many people, yo. If you know anybody you want to appreciate, tag them in this post, put them in this post, put them in this video, and let that be known. Like we appreciate, we love on those people. Um, um, because to me, it's all about intent. I don't really care how stuff turned out, bro. If I know your heart and I know what you was trying to do, and I know the vision behind it, then I'm cool, right? And I think that's the biggest part. Um, I think some people take stuff out of context and then run with the narrative that you want to run with. And I appreciate what they do over there at UC and the recognition of people that impact our community. Because outside yourself, ain't too many people gonna do it. But we can change that now, y'all. We can change that now. At the next event you go to, man, I want you to just walk around hugging on everybody and tell them how much you appreciate them. Give them a moment. Tell them whatever your moment is with them, man. I was staying up late trying to learn your video. Give them that moment. Tell them. Or I was watching your class live the other day, and I just love the energy of your class. Tell them. When you see them, tell them. Or I love how you and your husband dance, or whatever. Just tell them. Tell them that. Or I can. I appreciate your instructionals. This whatever it is, girl. You remind me of me when I see you dancing out there. I feel like it's somebody like me out there. And whatever it is, just when you see these people, man, love on each other, appreciation of each other. Um, and we're gonna get so much further in line dancing and in our community when we start doing that. Um, I appreciate the people that don't appreciate me. I appreciate the people that don't love me. There's only one person. There's only one person in line dancing that I don't like, and I do all her dances. I appreciate the hell out of her ass. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we can always appreciate on people and give flowers because at the end of the day, real recognize real. So even your talent, if it's a God given talent, I can appreciate it. It's kind of how I feel about R. Kelly. Like I don't have to like R. Kelly the person, but I do appreciate the God given gift and the talent he had for making music. So you can never make me not like R. Kelly's music. Um, and that's kind of how we can be with line dancing. I'm not telling you to love everybody and be best friends with everybody, but I'm telling you to appreciate everybody. Understand these people are helping making our community better with their gifts and their talents. Brian Price, boy, another one. My new friends. That man is talking about selfless, heart of gold. What? Yeah. What they doing over there, South Side, South Boston, got something special going on. I always want to highlight people like that, man. Sometimes we got eyes on certain areas. Sometimes we need to move them eyes to other areas. Move. A lot of y'all need to move your eyes to South Boston. See what Brian Price got going on. Want to highlight somebody. I want to invite an instructor to be at your event. Reach out to Brian Price. Two things I can guarantee he gonna bring: great spirit and great energy. Who don't want that at their event? I'll wait. Okay, Aaron. See? Said Jai lit that fire. Great spirit person right there. I need to call her too. I need to hit her up. See what's going on down there. Start that class back up. She had the thing booming out there, boy. She had dating booming out there. Said smile. I'm trying. Mm. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end this thing now. Couple hours, I gotta go get my son because I'm also a father. I'm a father of an awesome 9-year-old named Carlos Vieira the third. Um, Locally, I know a lot of y'all cities, including Richmond. I'm talking to other cities right now because I know a lot of the situations going on out there. Yo, start loving on each other, man. Start loving on each other, man. Showing up, man. I know when you see that event, you don't want to show up. You're like, damn, man, he got that thing going on. You just cut a movie on and start pulling up, bro. You know, when that other group, other people got that event going on, you feel like they don't rock with you. You just go home and start watching Netflix. Man, pull up, man. We getting too old, man. People dying out here, man. Bernadette says she appreciate everybody. Show love to her old and new stuff. Classic jump. Burn, I gotta bring you up for Line Dance Mondays too, man. Gotta bring Burn up. Gotta bring up James Carr. Gotta bring up somebody from 757. A couple people, you know, gonna start rocking out the guests again. Line Dance Mondays. But I'm out, man. I love y'all. It's your boy Carlos, the Line Dance Prince. This was a little deep today. Appreciation. Shout out to all the OGs in line dancing. Everybody that's been paving the way, making it easier for me to create a museum. And see y'all tonight. Tonight on the podcast, only in line dancing. Me, Steph, and Quan talking about all things line dancing. And then this weekend, this Sunday, and Mr. Charles, who's our guest this weekend? We got Let's Talk Soul Line Dancing podcast this Sunday at 7:00. And then tonight, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is only in line dancing podcast. If you're in the area this weekend, this Friday, Black Friday, we have in line dancing at the museum. Pull up on us. It's gonna be party. We're gonna cut the lights down, throw the party lights on, all request party, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's free before 8. Pull up on time. You get the party all night for the free. Snacks and water on me. Pull up, man. What's up, Ricky Potts? What's up, Jackie? What's up, Carmen? What else I miss on here? But I'm out, y'all. I love y'all.